Hi there, brick builders. Today we have a classic. Today we have a Cobi classic, which is the Engine 13 Fire Station by Cobi from 2016. We are talking about the Cobi 1477 from the Action Town series. It's the Engine 13 Fire Station with a fire station and a little engine. And of course 330 pieces, 2 minifigs and, as I said, 1 car. Cobi themselves consider this set 6+. And even if there is no pad printed, no stickers on the box or on the instructions, there are no stickers in there. Everything you see are prints. So let's have a look at the box. On the front there's the fire station from the back side. It's a dollhouse, you can really play with it. There is no real roof there, but you got easy access to everything. There are some specialties, some special functions shown there. On the other side we have the set from the front. We do see 2 figs, 2 minifigs, a fireman and, let's say, a secretary, and of course the car. The set itself consists of a main building, a 2-story building with a sleeping room on the roof, as well as a little cabinet for the secretary downstairs to do their work, with a chair and with a laptop that is sponsored by Cobi. On the other half of the building there's the garage for the car, but let's first have a look at the instructions. Typically for Cobi, only the current step is in color, everything else is grayed out. Also there is sub-assemblies there. There's not so much special parts because this set doesn't consist of too many special parts. It's more like astounding that there are so many normal parts, bricks, 2x4s, 2x2s and such things in there. In the end the car is built, and so we got 40 steps in this instruction set. Always something special in Cobi sets are the minifigs. Some are very keen of them and others do hate them with passion. In this case we got 2 of them. First we got a secretary, she got a chest print, she got a skirt, she got dual molded feet, and she gets the typical Cobi face with the articulated mouth, nose and eyes. Either she's really hangover or she got glasses, one of them. On the contrary to Lego or Friends or other figurines, these figs can move in their hips. What we also can see with the hair and with the other stuff is that there are lines where the molds have been opened. This is something Cobi doesn't have today. Here we got our firefighter. He can also move his hips. He has also double molded feet. He also has a chest print and a articulated face, something to love, I guess. And he got a also printed helmet. On the contrary to the secretary, he got turnable hands also. Speaking of also, there's also some equipment, a fire extinguisher, a chair, and the former mentioned laptop with the Cobi imprint. To have those figurines seated in the chair, they are clamped in with their feet since there are not holes in the back, so it's most of the same trick Lego uses for their Friends figurines, which have the same problem. Last but not least, the car, which doesn't look really like a fire vehicle but more like a jeep or something like that. But there can be seated 2 figurines in there, or at least stand there. But there's of course nothing like a steering wheel or at least pedals. Inside the fire station we got a garage for the car, and we got a gate to put this car in. This gate is not dragged, it's not opened side by side, but it opens simply upwards and can be opened and closed this way. Okay, it can't be closed if the car is situated inside the garage, but who cares? But since we are at Engine 13, the mini fire department car, let's have a deeper look at it. Since this mainly consists of one piece, like some other Cobi cars, so it's rather easy to build and rather easy to rebuild, but it's really not brick build in this variation. Here we got the leftover parts. We got 2 round plates and a plate modified with a C-clamp on there. As usual, Cobi doesn't give us much, but they don't forget anything either. Here we got a first look at the kind of movement this car is capable of, but we're gonna see more. So let's have a look at the prints. We got the Engine 13 Fire Department sign on the garage. We got the building year of 1988 on the main building. Inside this main building we got a map, we got formed beds, we got the laptop which does have a screen in the contrary to some other laptops. The windows are printed partially, and of course the minifigs. Unfortunately, the tiling is missing inside. Gliding over to the things Cobi has improved on or should improve on. For example, here we got the chair where the feet are clamped in with the chair. This is working reasonably well with the fireman. But since the secretary got her skirt, she can't really sit down on her working chair unless she gets rid of her skirt. But working without the skirt, I don't know if this is the preferred way secretaries should work in their offices. The second problem is with the fireman and his going to work, since you can see on the box that the fireman is sliding down there holding at this pole like firemen do, but in reality the pole is rather too thick to have the fireman grab it. So it's a rather mystery how to use the set as shown on the box there. Maybe there was a change of parts in the process of creating the set, but nobody told the marketing department to change their pictures. Last but not least, let's have a look at the vehicle and compare it to a modern friend. Everything needs a friend. And in this case it's the fire department vehicle from the GDR, the Trabant, both placed on an incline to just let them roll down. Where the Trabant does it just like expected, the car in this set does have rather problems in there. This might be due to 1, the tires on the fire vehicle are more off-road tires. 2, the car is really light because it's not brick built. And 3, the wheels do work better with the more modern cars. And then there are the injection points. There are big tiles in there that don't have just 1 crater in there, but there are 2 of them. And there are also plates which are shown, as I said, that do spawn a lot of those craters inside their injection points. They're more craters, yes. But let's open the set. As usual, Cobi printed inside the box when it was packed and where. This time it was the 30th of November in 2016 and in Mielec in Poland, of all places. Emptying the contents reveals the big forming parts like the car body, like the big plates and tiles separately, and the rest in packages as usual. They are not numbered, which is understandable for 330 parts. You will be able to open everything and then put it on a table and then build the set without any problem. In general, it's still Cobi, so doors work well, clutch power is high, and everything else you know about Cobi. There are not many scratches on there and all those good stuff. So it's not a problem, it is a play set, and even smaller children can play with it without bigger problems. The set also shows that Cobi improved in the last 5 years a lot in some instances. Rollability of cars, using figurines, and generally putting things together really nice and following a original. So since we're in the building phase, we have a good look at the sets, the parts and everything else. You will spot that there are more than 2 hands working on the set. The later ones are building the set in general. I only jumped in and did some of the pressing together. So mainly my daughter had built this set and she was the one who took it away afterwards to play with it. And to play with it is of course the reason of the set. It's the place in this world for this set. I doubt that too many people would put this set on a shelf when they are not kids, so the display value maybe not that high unless you really love this kind of set or the sets in general. For parts, there are not as many special parts in this set compared to modern sets. There are bricks in there, there are 2x4s, 1x4s, 2x2s and all this classic stuff. So once you get over the Cobi colors, it might be really good of a choice to have it for parts for a mock or something like that. So if you're still able to get your hands on this set, even the pricing is not too bad for this kind of set and this kind of quality at least, you're really welcome to buy that and your kids will thank you, or you can do your mock with this thing without any trouble. But that's it for this moment. If you like what you have seen, please press the like button. If you didn't like what you have seen, please press the didn't like button. If you have any comments about this set, these sets, classic Cobi sets, modern Cobi sets and children in general, please comment. And if you want to have this headache every week, please subscribe. So have fun building. Have fun watching, have fun playing, and see you!